Yeah, so Ubers and taxis with a person in them, the driver can drive the car back to you. Like they can go, oh, I just dropped this person off and now the phone's beeping. I can just go back to where I was 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
If they're nice.
Yeah, I was in an Uber once and there was a pair of AirPods like in the back seat, and I told the driver and I was like, I think someone left these? And he's like, oh, you want them? And I was like, no.
All right, so this video is going to come out later after this podcast, but I did get to test the Robotaxis, in air quotes, Robotaxis in Austin, Texas. It was eye-opening. I've never ridden in a Robotaxi before. I've also never ridden in a Waymo before. So I went to ride in both. I did them back to back. I did many of each. Took a lot of notes, got a lot of footage, wrote a lot of stuff down, had some interesting experiences. The one that I'll tell here on the podcast, which may be mentioned in the video but not really be as featured, is that I got out of a Robotaxi and we started to try to hail the next one, which was a Waymo. And then I realized that I left my phone in the Robotaxi and it had driven away. And that is a different level of stressful. Now, it's not as stressful as it would have been in the Waymo, because there's no one in a Waymo. The nice thing is in the Robotaxis, there's actually a person, which is normally not what you want, but there is a person in the Robotaxi. So they found my phone, called me, and were able to
call you.
So basically, here's what happened. So
they had your phone.
My iPhone has the beta app and the test flight app for the Robotaxi app, not my Android phone.
Yeah.
So what happens is every time you call a Robotaxi, in order to verify that you're the one that's supposed to get in, the person in the passenger seat goes, hey, can I just see the Robotaxi app to confirm that you're the person calling the car? You show it to them, they go, okay, great. And then you go along for your ride. So I always have to have that phone with me. So we get in this ride, and I'm doing one of the many rides, capturing a lot of footage. I'm holding the cameras up. Brandon's in the passenger seat holding cameras up. And I've sort of just put the iPhone down in my lap and have started doing all the rest of the note-taking and stuff on my other phone. So we eventually get out the car, close the doors, we gather all our stuff, and I realize I never picked my phone back up. So my iPhone with the Robotaxi app is sitting in the Robotaxi in the back seat as it's driving away around Austin, Texas somewhere. First reaction is definitely, oh God, I'm never going to see that again. But I have the Find My app on my Apple Watch. So I open that up and it shows me the location of my phone. And I can see it's driving like 6 blocks away, making turns, and who knows if there's somebody else in the back seat now, or if it's just going to the next pickup.
I'm just picturing you like hauling ass, running ass.
So that's what it was like 95 degrees, and I thought if the thing was 2 blocks away, I would have ran. I would have chased it down. But it was like a 1.2 miles away.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I can see it now. And then every time I refreshed, it would be a little further away, a little further away. And so I hit the like ping it button. I marked it as lost, which put my phone number on the screen, and then I pinged to play a sound.
Oh,
so
nice.
I figure the person in the car
Yeah.
is hearing this iPhone blaring a siren in the back seat. He's just going to reach back and see, oh, I'll just go back to where I dropped that guy off and like give him his phone back. Never happens. I hit that sound button many, many times, probably 15, 20 times.
Wow.
Nobody ever picks it up. But I keep following his GPS location. Brandon and I are trying to figure out, what do we do here? Do we wait for it to come back? Do we try to take another Uber to the location? I'm following it, and after a while, it like stops, and it's like a mile north. And I'm like, okay, great. So I call an Uber, and it's a Waymo, and
Follow that car.
We get in the Waymo, and the Waymo starts going towards the GPS location of the Robotaxi where it stopped. But then as we're on our way there, it turns around and starts going back to where we're going.
And you're like, let me out.
And we're like, oh God. So we cancel that ride, or we have it turn back around and go back to or we just cancel that ride and go back to the start. And we thought it was coming back to us, but then it went past us and then started going south. So then it went like a full 15 minutes south of us. And I just kept following it. And then again, I see the location stop. And it's like 15 minutes south. So I'm like, okay. We call an Uber, go to that location. As we're on our way, it starts going even more south. But we get to that spot again. And basically, it gets to another spot where it stops. And then I get a phone call saying, hey, did you leave this phone in a Robotaxi? It's like, finally. Dude, I hit that button like 20 times. Nobody called me. And they said, yeah, I said, that was me. That was my phone. I was like, yep, you can come to the like Tesla service center at this address and pick it up.
Oh, so they went to drop it off at the service center.
So I think the Robotaxi automatically goes back to the service center after every so many miles. These things are doing limited miles and are, I assume, going back to service centers to just get cleaned at least or whatever.
Or charged.
Or charged. Something I noticed is every Robotaxi I took had almost the same amount of battery life, which is interesting. So I went back there. The guys got my phone, hands me my phone. Great, we're all good. We resume and continue our testing. But that was terrifying. I think if it was lost in a Waymo where there is nobody in it and it's going to pick up other people.
There's Waymo support though on the app.
Right, that would have been easier because I still have the Waymo app on my phone.
Yeah.
And I can just
could have
call
told them,
Waymo.
and
Well,
they would have
in
known
your
which
scenario.
one.
But in my scenario with the Robotaxi app being on the phone that I lost in the Robotaxi,
Yeah,
I couldn't
right.
call the Robotaxi support.
Right.
That was the
That's what
challenge.
most people would experience, though, because most people
because
don't
most
have
people
two
don't have two
phones.
phones,
And the
yeah.
phone
Right.
that they called the app with is probably
their
the
phone.
one.
Well,
Well, it's
in
even
the-
it would have been even worse for them because they couldn't have even like put their phone number on the
Yeah, when you do that like
Yeah.
lost thing, I guess do you get to put what phone number is in it? So
Yeah.
I would put like
you can do the
Claire's
whole
phone
thing from
number
your
in it.
watch.
Yeah, I could edit the phone number and
Okay.
put a message on the screen.
You
So
can
did
hope
you have
you're
to
with
call your
someone.
Android phone?
I did.
Yeah, I was gonna say most people wouldn't even have a phone number to call.
Yeah.
'cause they wouldn't
If
have
you're
a
with
phone.
someone, it would be
Yeah,
like
if you're with someone,
call.
You could put an email, you could put whatever, just to have them reach out once it
But
gets
what if
found.
they weren't wearing an Apple Watch?
Then that'd be tough. You would not find it. You'd have to like go have like another device with Find My on it eventually.
And what if this was a bunch of cybercabs being run by some random guy who bought a lot of them and is running a
Well,
business?
that was the concern is like in the future, these are not going to have people in them. And then what happens? Like the next person who gets in is just going to see an iPhone on the seat next to them blaring. And
To
it's
be
just-
fair, I guess most
that's happened
taxis
in
aren't that much different.
Ubers before,
or Ubers,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so Ubers and taxis with a person in them, the driver can drive the car back to you. Like they can go, oh, I just dropped this person off and now the phone's beeping. I can just go back to where I was 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
If they're nice.
Yeah, I was in an Uber once and there was a pair of AirPods like in the back seat, and I
Yeah.
told the driver and I was like, I think someone left these?" And he's like, "Oh, you want them?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "I'm going to leave these with you because they may call you, my friend."
Yeah.
That's
That's
like,
what
I'm not
you-
stealing.
Which you hope doesn't
Stealing
happen.
someone's headphones.
I find, I guess New York City thing, I don't know, but like I find AirPods on the ground all the time.
Like individual
Sync-
ones.
no, like a full pack of AirPods.
Oh,
right?
wow.
So I'm curious
Why even buy them?
when you find AirPods, do you leave them somewhere obvious, so if the person retraces their steps, they can find them?
But then someone else can
or
just take them
B,
easier.
hide them, assuming they have Find My and will be able to locate them like
I'd
that.
probably hold on to them, mark them as lost, because you can like tap your phone to them, I think, and then you can like go to the.
Oh, so I've been doing the worst thing.
Yeah.
What are you
Alice
doing?
is like scaling a building and like putting it behind
in
the,
the
gutter.
Yeah.
I try to split the difference. Like I'll try to like find a knoll in a tree where you wouldn't find them unless you're looking for them. But clearly there's like a smart person.
I think there's an easier way to do it. Yeah.
I'm imagining the person who finds the AirPods Ellis lost left behind. He's like, "How did I lose them in this
Yeah.
tree knot? How did it get?"
That's why I leave it. That's why I leave a little note. I say, "You're welcome" from the AirPod Fairy.
Do you know when you like open AirPods in your phone and it says "not your AirPods" and then you can hit like Marques Lost, like these are not mine. I
don't
found
know,
them.
'cause,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Makes sense. Hey, thanks for watching this clip. If you are watching this clip right when it comes out, that means you're watching it as I am in China. And since I'm in China, I can't press the like button on YouTube. So I'm going to need you to do that for me. Just right down there below. Just put your mouse over the click. Got it. Thank you. Appreciate it.